Is it working? Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to some more Fall of Porcupine. Things are pretty rough for Finley over here. First, he saw he had his first death. Irma didn't make it, and having your first patient die under you, it's not something that most doctors take easily, I imagine. And then we went to the funeral procession. And the fucking guys that we fought at the bar before, a few episodes ago, fucking blamed us for it. So, yeah, that's shit. Is the funeral over already? Dr. Krakowski told me you were there. Sure was. There was an argument. Phil said it was my fault Irma died. Well, people, those guys started, a few agreed, and you bowed down just so it didn't evolve into a fight. Yeah, the hooded clown over here. What? Wanted to explain myself, but didn't get the chance. That's so mean. Makes me so angry. Yeah. Can I change the subject, maybe? Anything special going on in your life? Today's my stage debut. What do you mean? I'm rehearsing with Porcupine Amateur Dramatics Troupe for the first time. Wanna come watch? I want to get used to having an audience. Do I need to do anything? Watch, listen, nod. And don't be too harsh a critic. I can do that. Yay, let's go. Game plays on the small stage in the park. Cool. Oh, I know that stage. A hood here, so you're trying to make random roast that nobody even understands. I think he referred to the video. Guys, relax, please. Focus on what I'm playing, okay? It's a very deep and meaningful game. I know it's not your favorites, it's not full packed of action like GTA or Remnant. Roasted marshmallow. There you go. I hope Carl is doing okay. We haven't really spent that much time with him ever since he got suspended. Hey, Mia! I'm so glad you came, and you brought Finley with you too. Yeah, I asked if you wanted to come, but just to watch. Watching? Nonsense. You're just in time. One of our members dropped out today. Caught the flu at the hibernation festival or something. Oh no, can we still rehearse without them? Sure we can, you've brought the perfect replacement. Oh boy, but... Oh yes, Finley, please, say you'll join in. I'm sure that's just what I need to feel more comfortable in my role first. Alright. Yay, Finley, you really need to work on your boundaries about helping people. Woo! I was in a theater group in elementary school, but I might be a little rusty. What's the play? Will it even work with someone new in the role? That's what's so great. We're improv troupe. Troupe. We give everyone a role at the start of the show, then just see what happens. And tonight we got something very special in store. Realizing every single word. He's not gonna stop, man. That's his shtick. A terrible crime that needs solving. I'm scared already. You're telling me. And you, Finley, are going to be our detective, the private eye. Guy who was a little too tough for the police. Basically the referee. It will be great practice for the rest of the group. Okay, I hope I can pull this off. A main role from the start? Jesus. No, you can. It's gonna be great. Is everyone ready? Yep. I'm already pumped. Hey, let's go. That guy looks very chill. Look at him. Look at that haircut. My god. How are we even gonna compete? Alright, you've all been given a brief on your roles. Any questions? Yes, all of them. Good. Never mind. Folks, we've got 2 new additions today, so to celebrate, I've come up with something special. Listen up, everyone. We open on an old hospital. 6 in the morning. There's a storm outside. The rain's coming down in buckets as one by one you enter the building. Shortly after the shift begins, we hear the chief physician's voice break into a horrifying scream. Only stream but Fall of Porcupine was actually Dark Souls Remastered. That would be a surprise no one would expect. Oh, ah! Come on, you can do better than that. Let me feel your terror. Ah! Much better. Body has been found in the chief physician's office, but it's not just any body. It's the body of the chief physician's personal assistant. Gather in the break room. The fresh coffee is still bubbling in the pot when the door flies open once more. The room strides none other than the city's most famous detective. Finley, that's your cue. Hi. His face is grave, his steps determined, and so the questioning begins. Finley, you just let me know when you're ready to give your verdict, okay? Okay. Alright, folks. Let the interrogation begin. Trying to act tough, like, okay, we can't go out of here. I don't understand how awful it was. If it were just a dead body, I would have been so shocked. I wouldn't have been so shocked. Seen more than a few of them over the course of my career. In my office? Before my third cup of coffee? What's the world coming to? How am I doing, Finley? Am I convincing? You're doing great, but you need to stay in character. Oh yeah, oops. I'd like to ask you about the incident. Yes, of course. I think we all want to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible, too. Prime suspect right here. Did you notice anything unusual? Is there anything else you'd like to add? Can't stop wondering why it had to happen in my office all of all places. Person with a key besides me was my assistant, and we couldn't stand each other. I don't know what he was doing in my office. As far as I know, he was never in my office unless I was there too. No, the audio is being junk again. This key was only for emergencies. Where were you at the time of the murder? Chat disconnected, chat reconnected. I'm busy, so keep it short. Very well, I'll be brief. Where were you when the incident happened? I wasn't in the building at the time of the incident. I'd already left early yesterday evening. I always try to get here as early as possible as a rule. That way I can finish the day's work early too. Today my car broke down, so I didn't arrive until the same time as the rest of the staff. Service took forever, but maybe that was lucky for me in the end. Could have been me lying here at cold on the floor. Horrible. Does rule me out completely as a suspect though. I see. Who do you suspect? Oh, my man is learning Romanian. Cool. Ask me, it was the nurse anyway. My PA made some nursing cuts a few weeks ago, and I've heard nothing but complaints ever since. She also has a penchant for being unprofessionally emotional, if you know what I mean. I'll come back later. Please hurry up. I'd love to help, but I've been busy all morning. You know anything about the chief physician? Think my boss would kill anyone. She has a lot of money and a nice apartment. Why would she ruin all that? No, I don't see her doing that. Where are you at the alleged time of murder? With what? Sometime last night, that damn pipe in the basement burst again. That's the third time this month. Not that anyone cares. And everything is always underwater, so I spend the whole morning on my hands and knees down there tinkering around. Manian, to be honest. Good for you. Thought, what's that strange object in the water? And hey presto, I had the murder weapon in my hand. Not that I knew that at the time, obviously. How the fuck did you figure out that was the murder weapon? Did you notice anything unusual? I don't know if this is relevant, but I talked to the guy a lot. Out on the stairs after work, he's the only guy that here that smokes apart from me, see? 2 days ago, he was saying some weird stuff. Thought someone was following him, stuff like that. I to calm him down. Told him he was imagining it. Turns out he wasn't. Thanks for the tip. Do you suspect anyone? Oh god, the whole game is buckling. Maybe the ambulance driver. He was always kind of weird when it came to PA. Saw him sitting in front of the guy's office again yesterday. Don't know if that helps. It's really terrible what happened. I still can't believe it. I was even here when the crime took place and I still couldn't do anything. Where were you exactly? Always come in extra early. Because I like to work in peace before the hustle and bustle starts. So I sat in my office all morning, going through patient records. Haven't been here long. I was eager for a fresh start after my previous hospital. I got along very well with everyone here. Still trying to get up to speed. Do you notice anything unusual? I already know I'm pretty new here, so I probably wouldn't even notice if there was something out of the ordinary. Help you provide a more objective view than your colleagues. Yes, I suppose. What is going on with the game? Come on, please. Do you suspect anyone? There's one thing as it happens. The chief physician came to see me a few days ago. Asked me to keep an eye on the janitor. I think he was seen hanging around my floor a few times heading to the storeroom. Suspect him of stealing medication. You noticed anything? No, I have never seen him there. Hey, the murder victim caught him in the act. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, truly. Are you getting along with your chief physician? Risk of sounding like a phony, I respect her very much and I'm glad to have the opportunity to work under her. I think I can still learn a lot from her. What do you think of the janitor? Please, game. Oh my god. It's back! Nobody told you to speak Romanian. I understand him. But yeah, it'll be good for the purposes of the live stream to keep it in English. I'm gonna stay out of his way since my boss pointed out her suspicions to me. I know she said to keep an eye on him, but I just always get shivers. Now my spine the end of having dealings with a criminal. I'll be back to you. I don't know how that could have happened. It was the chief physician. I'm sure of it. You've got to believe me. Should have done anything for him, but she swept that under the table. He threatened her with it. She wouldn't hesitate to resort to such means. Anything to preserve her career. See her leaving the building last night. I was just starting my night shift, but doesn't mean anything at all. Hofnar is doing what Hofnar is doing. Where were you at the time of crime? Me? I was only here for a cigarette break. Just got back from the night shift. I was going to go straight home after that. Did you notice anything unusual? Hofnar, not my future self. Are you really? I know if it's really relevant, but before the PA started here, he worked at another hospital, but was falsely accused of involuntary manslaughter, so they fired him. Can you imagine that? Jesus. Well, he does suspect the chief physician. Have you spoken to the new doctor at all? She first started here, but I've never really talked to her. I don't think she liked her PA very much. Anything about the janitor? He's a nice guy. We used to smoke together a lot. Shifts synced up so well. They don't sync up so much anymore, but he's pretty reliable and nicer than most of the others. Hmm. Oh, wow. There's no music left from the game. That's fine, I guess. Like no sound, no nothing. Did you ever speak to the ambulance driver? Seen in a few corridors a few times. Yeah, we've never really interacted. Chief's decision story makes me wonder about her assistant and where she was today. Kind of relation my boss had with the PA, but she always leaves the building at the same time on Mondays. It's because she wants to catch that show about doctors on TV, which is always on at that time. That's what someone told me at least. I don't know if she's a suspect, but I think she's a smart woman. I don't think she would have killed anyone in her own office. Should be one of the most obvious suspects, but that's just my opinion. She's cruising her head off when she arrived this morning, too, because her car broke down. So then towing it away. Tricky is the clown. Yeah, we know this. Know that. We know the story. Oh no, it full screened. We're back. What do you think about the ambulance driver? Hmm, he's been chasing the PA around a lot. What about the new doctor? I think she's avoiding me, but I don't know why. You broke the sounds too, man. You're doing it. Oh, maybe it's coming back. What do you think about the janitor? I'll be honest with you, I've always had the suspicion that he was up to something crooked. Everywhere, cropping up where you least expect him. I think he's been stealing, but I don't have any proof of it yet. How about the ambulance driver? I don't think I've ever talked to him. I don't think I've ever talked to him. Most of the employees here on a regular basis, if you know what I mean. How about your statement makes me wonder. Chatter correct? That's correct. Interesting, especially as I heard from various sources that the two of you got along very well. That is wild speculation, and anyway, it should make me even less of a suspect, if anything. True, I lied. I only did it for the sake of my image. I don't want to be the kind of boss who's known for playing favorites, so I treat everyone the same. Mm, worst sickness. It's very possible it was COVID. I got very sick at the start of 2020 when the pandemic was just starting. There weren't tests available back then, so I can't know for sure, but I was in bed for like 5 days with nausea and pain, and I wasn't coughing or anything, so that's why I wasn't sure about COVID. But the more I learned from it, COVID is not necessarily a respiratory disease. And yeah, and one night I passed out in the bathroom, so it was pretty rough. Right when Eldering arrived. That's gonna be rough. I think the murder period have started actually doing it a long time ago. Not that I'm saying I did. Just wasn't a nice guy. Ask the new doctor, she'll tell you. He really had it in for her. The motivation to kill him than I ever had. Besides, I was on duty. Another ward all night, so I couldn't have killed him anyway. I didn't even know we could talk to her. How is COVID still around? It's simple. It's, it's just like a flu now. So yeah, it will never go away. It mutates too fast in order to like be completely immune to it. I remember wondering about the light that was on in the chief physician's office, though that was sometime in the early morning. Suspect anyone? No, I didn't see anyone. Or wait, janitor. I saw the janitor on that floor. He's looking for a ladder for some repair work. I helped him. I had my hands full of myself that morning. I think about the janitor. He's quite a nice guy, not very talkative, but I think we both enjoy not having to talk for a change. I often think that the hospital would collapse without him. What about the new doctor? We work on the same ward. The PA gave her a lot of stick, most of it uncalled for. No idea if she had a problem with that. How about the chief physician? She's my boss. What more can I say? That's not a lot. I don't know who that is. Never have any contact with each other? No, never. A hospital like this is a big place. If I ran around the building all day trying to make friends, know what would happen then? We have a lot fewer patients and a lot more funerals. That's what. Hmm. Yeah, I never had like serious like hospitalization sicknesses, but I've been sick a few times in my life. You know, a random cold, a random flu, a random food poisoning, COVID, very likely. Like I said, I was on duty. I don't know what exactly when he was killed, but you're welcome to talk to the other patients on ward. Time there that morning, having a very long conversation with a woman in room 7. I wanted to talk to somebody about it, not to mention giving her whole life story. Okay. Can you tell me about the nurse? Think we'd get along just fine. Think she believes that too. I was told you don't smoke anymore? Don't smoke anymore, do you? I'm not a murderer. I would never kill him. No, I don't smoke, but I'm allowed to go anywhere in the hospital, wherever I want, especially to my own brother's office door. He was my brother, and I would never hurt my own family. I'd rather kill myself. Wanted to see me, but I can't help that he died before he could change his mind. No, he would have done if I could just talk to him again yesterday. What do you mean? Why would he want to kill my brother? Thought he was a good nature, but maybe I was wrong about him too. Find a murder weapon as well? He didn't know what it was? I killed someone, I wouldn't turn the murder weapon over to the police. Who knows what goes on in his head? Now this guy is getting me vibes. What about the nurse? Works in nursing, I can only imagine the pressure these people must be under. That some of them don't handle it too well. Hmm, something about the nurse. You suspect her? When I was on the ward, she was on duty there. She just like she was meant to be because of her temper. Just thought it was just a rumor. There's another nurse on the ward who has frequent outbursts of anger. Dealt with it herself more often than not. She understood the reasons behind it. I think she just cares a lot about the team. Hmm. You aware that the ambulance driver was actually the brother of the victim? And no, they were related? Of course, I hired him. After all, I'm not stupid. My assistant didn't like his brother very much. We discussed the proper prospect of firing him on several occasions, but in the end, he said his brother was weird but harmless. He was a very peaceable person. All the same, he didn't want to talk to him. Hmm. What can you tell me about the nurse? She does excellent work, no question, but her temperament was more of a hindrance than a help. The PA recently made some nursing cuts. She was certainly meant to be on duty, but you never know what people are actually up to. I'm not sure about this one. I think I've asked everyone. This heinous act. Oh god, the game froze again. Ah, it's back. Even though every single one of you had a motive, the solution is crystal clear. It's hard to read, man. Think it was the chief physician. No. But no, it really wasn't. Does that mean one of us didn't play the role well enough, or is it you that was the problem? I'm a doctor, not a detective. So just as well, it was obviously the new doctor. She was the only one whose alibi was contradicted by anyone. She said she spent all morning working on the files, but the nurse was very clear that she kept running into the doctor in the hallway. What's the motive then? It's obvious. And the new doctor used to work at the same hospital. Party manslaughter that got him fired, but which they could never prove was him, was actually a murder that she committed. It didn't go down well with her when someone else got the credit for it. She took it so badly that she followed him to his new hospital and she caught him in the chief physician office. She seized her opportunity for revenge. It's very simple when you think about it. Yeah, sure. We are very bad. Wow, that was garbage. Holy fuck. Oh well. My hands are still shaking. Let's get a kick out of acting. I'll be up all night tonight, even without coffee. You had to really pull the wool over your eyes there. Yeah, you did. Too bad you couldn't solve the murder. It's okay, I still had fun. Glad to hear it. That was exciting. My knees are still knocking. He likely needs a little bit more practice. Hehe. Gonna get going now. What about you guys? I'll stay here for in the fresh air for a while longer. Finley, do you have a moment? Alright, get home safe then. Night night, crime busters. I didn't know it was about the murder. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too much for you. I really enjoyed it though. Without you, I probably wouldn't have come. Thanks for getting my mind off things. I don't know how you're feeling right now. I don't know what's it like when someone dies on you for the first time. I have to assume that it will happen to me sometime too. I'm pretty scared of it. Terrified, actually. It's also part of the job, and a good doctor needs to be able to handle it. Hey, it might never happen to you. You're a great doctor. I think that's unrealistic. Happens, I want to be ready. What are you thinking right now? Not much. What I want to do right now is sleep. And thank you for joining in. Again? Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm getting to the first save point and ending it. Had the nerves to for it without you. Maybe you want to do it again in the future? Next time I want to be the detective. I'd be honored to have you solve my murder. Hehe. I want to keep going. I can manage. Keeping going. Hey, that's what it's all about in the end. Moving on. To keep going too. With life here in Porcupine, I mean. I think I like it here. The people, the little streets, the hibernation festival was great. I think I could feel at home here, especially with a partner in crime like you. Let's make sure that as few people die here as possible. That's the deal. Deal? Yes, deal. Cute. We might, we might, we might get a slice of ass in the end after all. Damn, it's so weird without any sounds. Jesus. Anyone else over here? Nope. Oh well, pretty cool regardless. Good night, world. You guys are just so precious. All right, well, in any case, this will be the end of the episode. Slightly shorter, but it seems that we are encountering issues. We'll probably do more next time. In any case, hope you all enjoyed watching. Make sure you have a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you next time. We're going to make It Has Stopped Working. Bye bye.